Hi. This is a bee box. So excited. I'm gonna get my bees. I'm gonna get my bees today. Oh God, that's on my list of things to do today. Oh yeah. So ready. Bees. I've been a beekeeper all my life. I just never had them. So I'm ready to have them because I'm looking forward to being able to just experience the joy of these incredible beings producing, giving them a home. I know it's complicated. I know there's a learning curve. Yeah. I know all of that. I know. And I'm ready for it. But you got to start. If you don't start, you're never gonna know. So many have gone before me. So that means that there are many out there who have knowledge of having done it before. I'm just going to ask them how to do it. And I'm sure there'll be a learning curve. I've been told you have to give it 3 years. Get back to me in 3 years. And I'm like, okay. Well, it starts today. And I will be expecting them to hopefully settle in easily. Anyway, this is a bee box, and my bee guy who, going back to a previous suggestion, if you're going to be starting some projects in homesteading, is build relationships, because there are people who know more than you do, and we're not in this alone. We're not in this to try to do everything by ourselves. So I highly suggest that you shop around for people. First shop people. And I got a good one. And he has a lot of experience in this area, which makes all the difference, because beekeeping in Minnesota is not beekeeping in Texas. So there are similarities, I'm sure, but I just don't want to have to reinvent the wheel every time I want to learn something. Hello? Oh, look at what we got. I wasn't lying to you. We got bees. Okay, I'll switch around in just a second. Okay, I go like this. In the back of my truck, we have, I can't see with this thing on. I picked up a hive. It's a small hive. I got it from my bee man. And I created my own little, I gotta switch the back. That's my bee box. No one said you can't have a pretty bee box. Who said that? Nobody. And there they are. They're my wild girls. There's a queen in there. All right, you're coming with me, because we're going to go, I'm going to drive to what I've found would be, I think, a really good bee pasture. And we're going to set up. You're in my truck. This is my old truck. This is Frances the Ford. Yeah, she has a lot of things that need to happen, like this panel is out, but did you hear her start up? That's a purr. Okay, so now we're going to go over here, and I'm going to go back to the back 40, well, actually the back 10, and there's a little area that's open, and it will be away from everything so that they have their privacy, and they'll be able to settle in and make it their home. Now right now I'm going to stop and I'm going to grab some cinder blocks, because he told me that I needed to put them up on cinder blocks. So let's do that. They're not exactly lightweight. Hold on just a second. There's 2. You know what? There's some over there we're going to use. So, one nice thing about South Texas, as it was just explained to me, we have, oh God, it's warm here. And it's probably considered warm most all times of the year. So, We have plenty of, there's something in bloom probably all year round, although I'm not a experienced beekeeper yet in this area. But see, this is where we're gonna put them. I've got a little pasture right here, all mowed up, and that should be enough. And what's cool is that I have I have a little pond. I have a little pond on my property, and that's going to offer them plenty of water, but it's not as though there's not plenty around. I feel like I'm going to put them where they're going to be in the open. I guess I could always move them slightly from place to place. For some reason, this is where I thought they should live, and it is kind of a bit shocking when I think about them having to like live in the full-on heat, but he said that's what they do. So, you know, don't be a wussy beekeeper. Let them be bees. We do have nice breeze here. First thing I think I'm supposed to do is put this down, which is the bottom screen. Can you see this? I cannot see what you're seeing. I'm sorry. I'll get better at this. Bear with me, please. All right, so this is supposed to be the bottom. So it is the bottom. All right, so here we go. I think I'm going to put this right here. And part of that is designed to allow there to be circulation. Okay, here is my first box, and it has these edges on it that are cut in its grooves that will hold those sleeves. I know there's another name for it, but let me put this on here. Let me hire a person who could be my film person, because this is just insane. I'm trying to do this and I can't see a thing. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip this around. I said that. I can hear him in there buzzing, and he gave me instructions. So here we go. This is kind of like important because I'm putting these babies and putting these girls in their new home for the first time, where they're going to be. Okay, here's this. From what I understand, it sits right there. And this is their little doorkeeper slot, right? That goes in right there. Kind of snug, but not too. So here's where the bouncers come in and out. So he told me that there are bouncers, bee bouncers that stand at the door, and listen to what they do. They check out the bees that come back with pollen and the goods, and they decide if it's good goods. And if they think it's like trash, they're like, you get your ass in there and you put it in yourself. But if it's the good stuff, they're like, hand it over, baby. I got this. You keep going and getting more. And so these bouncers are checking out who's bringing what back. And if you're bringing back, you know, crap, they're sending you back. They're just like, you do it. But if you bring back the good stuff, they'll take it from you and they'll let you keep going and get more. That's all. That's one of the first things I've learned about these guys. Now, I'm going to gingerly get up in the truck here. Oh, God. All right. I realized something. He told me I needed to get my smoker. So I'm going to stop this because I'm going to do it correctly. And I'm going to go get this smoker thing going because I think it's a tool that apparently is a daily part of a beekeeper's life. And so I'm going to start getting used to it now. So I'm going to spare you that part of it, and I'll go get it. All right. Hi. And we're back. Can you see anything? Okay, so over here, I'm working on the smoker because I was told it's part of the game. So I found some found an old corn husks and some old hay, and he said that's all you need. And then you get it going, and that's going. And then you keep it going. He said that should be enough. You know, once you get it smoking and you got fuel in there, I'll just make sure it has enough, and then I'll light this baby in. And then you know that you're giving it air. Alright, that's burning. Burning all this nice thing did. Oh, look, we've got smoke coming out of this thing. A smoker. And I'm not 100% sure how it works. I think it lulls them into a false sense of security. And I think it does that by messing with their snot locker. So they have a highly advanced sense of smell and what's going on, and it calms them, because instead of panicking with anything, they're like, all right, well, this is what's going on now. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these guys, which he gave me. These are the extra, and they fit perfectly. So I'm going to put them on the outside and then fill the box up with what it is he has inside here with our bees. This is just apparently something for them to grow into if they need it. Now we get to unlock one of these ridiculous things. Anybody who has one will attest. I hate them, but there is a way to do it, apparently. Oh, okay. We're done. Now, here comes the big part. I'm just going to have this ready. All I'm supposed to do to get them situated in their new home and let them acclimate is take the lid off, and I'm going to transfer what they're living in now over here, and I'm going to smoke as I go, so that we want to really keep the queen moved. I know she's in there because he showed her to me. So here we go. Take this baby off, snug, and I can hear them in there. Oh, it's so cool. You can hear them buzzing away. Now I'm just gonna put some smoke over the top, and apparently it moves them down in there a little more. All right, as far as I can tell, I'm as covered as I'm going to be. Here we go. First little hive, first little thing coming out. Oh, actually it's kind of heavy, if you want to know the truth. And then you slide it in there. That's one. Then you take the next one, you pull it out, and you're supposed to look for the queen, but I'm not being very... We found her in there before. She was in here. So I'm assuming she's here. You can sit down right there. I'm going to look at this one to see if I can see the queen on this one. She's supposed to be kind of red and a little bit bigger. I love my bees, FYI. Just want to let you know. And that could be because I have not been stung by them yet. Okay, here comes the next one. I'm just going to cool them down. I'm just going to give them a little hit, you know. Let them bogart a little bit. Keep them in here. I'm going to keep them down. Okay, here we go. We're going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make this fast. Here we go. Next one. I don't want to mess around looking too much for the queen because I want them just to get settled. So I'm going to get them in there. Here we go. They look so awesome. What a happy little hive. I hope they're a happy little hive. Okay. Okay, so that's that. That's that. I think I have room for these two more right here. What he gave it to me for. Now, his suggestion was to pick this up gingerly and tap it over the top here, and they'll slide in. Shall we see? There's a nice little accumulation of them in here. That was a nice little gentle tap. I'm going to smoke them down maybe a little bit. See if we can smoke them in there. Smoke you down. Smoke them in. See if they want to go in. He says it makes them go down in the hive if you smoke them. So they're, ooh, that's smoky. Okay. So, that's pretty good. That was a good little tap. And most of them went in, actually. Now there's some right here, so I'm going to take this and give this a little tap. Ooh, mamma mia. Okay. You know, you don't want to aggravate them, but you also don't want to, you got to let them know you love them enough to do what's necessary to do. Okay, here we go. Smoking them in, hopefully calming them down. I'm not seeing any more smoke coming out, so. Okay, there we go. I think takes care of the majority of the bees that were in the boxes. And now I put this on. Apparently, this keeps the weather out of it enough so that it doesn't get wet in there. Oh my God, what do y'all think? What do you think? We got bees! And look, just like I said, well, I don't know who's doing what. Oh, buddy. Here, buddy. I don't want you to be too hot. Is this what you need? There you go. There you go. Are they like turtles when they get on their back? I don't know. Okay. Now they have a new home. Come on. That's a pretty new little home. So they're figuring it out. They have room to have air and circulation. They have their way in. I think that's the only way in, right? And that's why I'll have to ask my bee man. They're figuring it out. Okay, I'm going to leave this rest of this stuff here in case there's anybody left on here. It needs to get in here close by. No harm leaving it in here. And look at that. We got bees. We got our first bees. He told me at this point to let them hang out for a couple of weeks, nice and easy. Not any big changes need to be made, and then I'll take directions from there. Mostly, I just want to, I think, make sure that we have a queen and that she is happy. And then we'll take it from there. But I'll come back in a couple of days and we'll see how they've settled down. But I don't want to mess with them anymore. We just had to relocate them. All right. Thanks, guys. It's a good day.